I'm waiting for just 2 more minutes. Everybody, please put the message into the group and ask everybody to join. All the online students. Have you put the message about the room change? Yeah. And all the people who are looking for an offline class, so there's a shift of room due to some immediate problem, and we are in MA 203. So if anybody is looking for the class to join physically, he or she is supposed to come in MA 203 now. Do one thing, dear. Just for today. Both of you also take it on.
Everybody have joined? Shall we start it? Only 19 people are there, but we have already wasted a lot of time. We cannot wait anymore. Everybody please check. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Sanjay Chavda is present or not?
Yes, sir.
संजय ऑफलाइन क्लास नहीं ले रहे हो आज तुम? संजय
Yes, sir.
संजय चावड़ा, हार्दिक चावड़ा, बेटा जस्ट रिप्लाई मी यस और नो. इट्स नॉट लाइक बोल रहा हूँ कि क्यों नहीं ले रहे हो. आई जस्ट वांट टू नो तुम लोग कॉलेज में
नहीं
हो
है.
या नहीं हो.
नहीं सर, कॉलेज में नहीं है आज
ठीक है,
सर.
fine.
काम था ना वो थोड़ा, इसीलिए.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. Fine. So let's begin with the class. That's what we have discussed till the last class. We were discussing the questions, right? All questions were done or something was remaining? Have we done with all the questions? Or something was remaining? Substring we have discussed. Even number plus one, odd number, this was A is the multiple of 3. This we have discussed. Fine. I guess all the questions have been done. Is there anybody who has found some problem in any one of these questions? Guys, I would like to know, hear it from you. Is there anybody who found some problems in the questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Good enough. Very good. So now we are supposed to move to the next topic. So as I've told you initially that there is a component called regular language, and both these things, finite automata and regular expression, represents regular language. All right. Now, since I told you that both are convertible to each other, I told you this thing that both are convertible to each other. All right. So now it's time to do this thing. All right. First, we will check that how to convert a regular expression into a finite automata. That will be discussed first in today's class, and in whatever the next class will be, we will discuss how to convert a finite automata into the regular expression. Let me tell you, for this purpose, we use a theorem which is called Arden's theorem. All right. But as in today's class, let's start with this one. So regular expression to finite automata, we are going to see this. Now, just like some previous classes, as you see that we had some important components of information for making the DFA. So just like that, there is some important composition for doing this also. All right. So these are the slides in which I am discussing them. So first, I would like to copy these slides in your slides. All right. So we have this one, but I am not able to select it together. Wait, everybody, let me copy these slides to your slides. All right. Fine, let's have a slideshow in this one itself. Okay. So what we have here, these are the some basic steps. Okay, these are some basic steps which you have to understand, but let's not to go through with this slide first. I would like to explain this slide to you. All right. So let us say that if we have two regular expressions R, one is R and one is S. Okay, everybody please make sure to be focused on this particular slide. Forget about the previous slide what I shown to you. Don't think about that slide. We will discuss that slide also, don't worry. All right, but first we are looking for this particular content, so keep yourself focused. Okay, so for example, you have a regular expression R. All right, and you have a regular expression called S. All right, and if I want to generate a finite automata with respect to R and R plus S, finite automata with respect to R plus S. Now how to do this? R plus S does mean what? As we already know that we can have either R or S. If I have any one of that, even then it will work. All right. So that means, let us say that if I start from a source state, probably the initial state. Okay, whether it should be the initial state in our question or not, that we will discuss further. but right now we are just assuming that if it is the initial state, right, then I should reach to the final state either by taking R as the pathway or by taking S as the pathway. And there I am supposed to have null, they should be null, they should be null, and they should be null. All right. Now what is this? The equivalent DFA, or you can say finite automata. So with respect to R plus S, this one is supposed to be your finite automata, where this is final state or not. This is this is something which depends on the particular question, whether this one should be initial state or not. This also depends on the particular question, but still this R and S, this is also very important. Now let me tell you what is this R. This R, what you can see here, what is this? This is for that when you are doing the actual question, you should remember these two lines. This is finite automata for R and this is finite automata for S. These two are very important lines. One of the most important lines they are to solve the particular question. All right. Now, similarly, just like this, we also have it for R dot S. So let us say that if you have R dot S. All right. Again, what is this R? This R is itself a regular expression. And what is this S? Again, this S is itself a regular expression. So in that case, what should be the finite automata for R dot S? This should be the finite automata for R dot S. All right. What it is? First, I should start with the initial state, again with the same conclusion. Whether it will be initial state for a particular question or not, it depends on the particular question. Again, with the same thing, whether it should be the final or not, that depends on the particular question. Okay. But first we are supposed to place a null move. After that, we are supposed to place this R. What is this R? Again, the same thing. Finite automata to represent R. What is this S? Finite automata to represent S. All right. And at last, we should have this null move. So that's how to create a equivalent finite automata for R dot S. Now, next thing, if I have R, let us say if I have R as my regular expression. All right. If you want, I can write here also on your slide itself. I can write it. This is not the dot. On your slide itself, I can write it. Okay. So what we have, some initial state. After this, I have got some null move. Now from this, I had this R. From this, I have this null. Then I have this S. Then I have this null. And there we are accepting it onto the final state. Okay. Now, one of the most important and tedious to understand is R star. So how to make it for R star? It's very important to get this particular thing. Now, look at this diagram. What we have here. First of all, you have to understand one thing, that in fact, let me redraw this diagram at this place because I don't have enough space at this point. So we have this, 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 Now we have this one, and we have this one. Null, null, null. This is not null, obviously. This is not null. That's the diagram we have. Null, then we have R, then we have this, then we find how to understand and what to understand with respect to this. Probably there's some student's phone call is there. Let me check it. Probably she's searching for the class. Hello. Yes. आप उनकी बेटी बोल रही हैं? Okay. बेटा मैं अभी क्लास में हूँ. I'll just give call to him. Okay. Guys, everybody please wait here just for a minute. Okay, I'll just be back in 1 minute. Wait. Yeah, let's get back to the class. Everybody is on with the class. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So we were understanding that how we got to know about this particular diagram. All right. Now let's understand one thing. First of all, check carefully. R star does mean what? Any number of times R can be repeated. Right? Now inside this diagram, this particular portion, this much, this represents what? It represents the finite automata for R. It represents the finite automata for the R. Now what we need? We want to have such a setup which can make sure that this thing should exist. Any number of times R can be repeated, right? So the null move from this state to this state is devoted to this point. You see, once we are finished with R, now without null, by passing null does mean what? Without passing anything. All right. So basically what we can say, any number of times R can be repeated. How we can write this? R followed by null followed by R. They should be allowed. Clear? Followed by null followed by R. Followed by null followed by R. This is what the meaning of R star, right? So the point is, this particular null move is giving you this thing. That once you have finished with R, not just you have to take null, that is, you have to take nothing, and you can repeat this R once more. Again, if you want to repeat it, just take this null. So go here and again repeat this R. So R star can be generated. All right, fine, like this. Now, why we have some more extra moves? Why this null move is? Because we may have something before R or we may not have. Both things are possible, right? So this null move will make this thing to be possible. Like for example, before this R star, I may have something, and if I don't have anything, I may have a null. After this R star also, I may have something, and if I don't have anything, I may have null. So basically what this null is doing, this is connecting rest of the part of the automata with this R star. For example, let us say that we have such kind of regular expression with us. We have R star, before this it is A, and after this it is B. So what you will do? You will simply generate these null moves, and this part will represent the finite automata for A, and this part will represent the finite automata for B. So what we are doing, we are connecting this R star with the rest of the part of the regular expression with the help of these null moves. So if it is before, like something is connected before R star, then we will use this particular null move. Or if it is connected after the R star, then we are going to use this particular null move. Again, whether it should be the initial state or not, it depends on the question. If there's a long thing before R star, then obviously this should not be the initial state. First, you are supposed to map that long thing which is before R star. And if there is something very long after R star, in that case, this is not supposed to be the final state. First, we are supposed to map all that stuff which is given after the R star, then final state will come. All right. Now, the only null move remaining is this one. Why there is this null move? So don't forget that this R star is also capable of generating null. And if you avoid this null move, then apart from this path, in fact, there's a small mistake in this. Let me rectify this. The path is something like this. So if you avoid this null move, then what is the problem? There is no way to generate null. because apart from this path, apart from this null move, all rest of the paths are going through R only. So if you remove this path, if you remove this path, this will not be R star, this will become R plus, because only null cannot be generated. All right, is this clear to everyone? To the online students, what about both of you? Is it clear enough? Fine. Now what I want, you should spend 2 to 3 minutes with these diagrams, okay, and get them inside your mind very, very clearly. And after this, after these 3 minutes, what we are going to do, we are going to try one question based on these based on these diagrams, all right, based on these conversions. So these are the basics. Go through with them. Take these 2 minutes. I'm putting myself on mute, switching off my video, just going to check with the offline students whether they have some problems or not. Till then, do these diagrams. If you want to make notes, you can make notes. If you want to learn them properly, learn them properly, right? Within next 2 minutes, we are going to start the further things. We are going to start the topic, like the question based on this. Check upon this also. You should be comfortable enough with this. Now, if anybody is there who is having doubts, please ask me. Is there anybody who has any kind of doubt? Fine. So now we are going to do a question based on this. All right. So we have a regular expression a dot a plus b whole star dot b dot b. Okay, now everyone should try to do this particular question. You must have noted down those diagrams which I have shown to you for the conversion purpose, and now you have the questions. All you have to do is you have to apply that concept over this question. Again, I'm going to put myself on mute for 2 minutes. I'm switching off my video also for next 2 minutes. First I want you people to try this by yourselves. All right, if you will have doubts, if you will not be able to complete it, then only I will interrupt and then only I will help you out. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
So now you should start doing this. Okay, try to do this. One thing I would like to check with everyone. Okay, uh, first of all you are supposed to solve this particular part. All right, everybody please stop working and listen to me carefully. Okay, stop working, whatever you are doing, just stop working and listen to me carefully, all of you. All right, so first of all you are supposed to solve this a plus b whole star, then only it will be easy to solve. Remember this thing. Apart from that, I would like to understand one thing, that obviously for this a plus b whole star, first of all you are supposed to map this a plus b. Okay, and how many have got this type of solution for a plus b? I would like to see. This will be a plus b, right? Because if you compare it with r and s, so it's like a will become r, and whether it is final state or not, whether it is initial state or not, we will check afterwards. But at least we can say one thing, that a will become r and b will become s. Yes or no? We can do this, right? What about the online students? Are you clear for this? How many have
Yes,
done
sir.
like this? How,
Yes, sir.
how many have done like this? Pratik has done like this. Who else?
I am Vivek.
Vivek. Who else? Sanjay Chawda, Hardik Chawda. I want to hear it from everyone. Who has done like this? Ayush Parekh has done like this. Yatin has done like this. Fine. Great. So, Ibrahim Inusa, Utsav Goyal, plenty of people have done like this. Yes. So, if you have done like this, then let me tell you that in the very initial stage, your question has gone wrong. In the very initial stage only. Now, if you have done like this, you will never be able to solve it correctly. On the very beginning, it has gone wrong. Now the point is why it has gone wrong. You may be wondering, sir, you only said us that it should be R and S and it should be like this. You only said, and now you are saying you have gone wrong. So I said you two things clearly. I told you two things clearly, that what is this R? Is this R equivalent to A? Obviously no, because this is what? This R is not the symbol. Don't forget, this R is not a symbol which is equivalent to A. It's a finite automata which represents the R. Your S is not a symbol. S is not even a regular expression. It's not the sigma. It's the finite automata to represent S. Now try to understand what you are comparing. This A and B. What is this A and B? This A and B are the input symbols. And what was that R and S? That R and S is the finite automata. So what is the mistake? You are thinking that A is equivalent to R. So how can an input symbol be equivalent to a finite automata? Tell me this. Just think of it like this. If you compare an elephant and a horse while they're running, is it correct? Obviously, no. This is not the good way of comparison. Or let us say that if you are trying that, if you are comparing that whether an elephant or a horse both can turn up a car or not with their force. So obviously this is not the way to comparison, right? They have different powers. They are made for different things. So the important thing is that A is an input symbol. It cannot be compared with the finite automata. R is an input symbol. This cannot be compared with the finite automata. So first of all, what we have to do, this has to be finite automata which accepts A, and this has to be finite automata which accepts B. Yes or no? All right. So can you create the finite automata? What is the finite automata? Forget about the initial stage and the final stage. All right. Don't think about that. Just I would like to know that how to draw the finite automata for A. One simple way. One state should be here. Then from this place, I am supposed to have one more state. Sorry, one symbol. And at the end, I should have one more state. Lina, if you are feeling sleepy, go and wash your face and come back. This is important. And during this, if you will sleep, then you have to sleep at the exam also for the same question. Don't sleep. Okay. Now, similarly, this is the finite automata for A. Is that clear to everyone? Is that
Yes.
clear to everyone? अरे TD2 वाले बच्चों, कुछ समझ में तो नहीं आ रहा तुमको? Fine. So since this is clear to everyone, now what is the finite automata for B? This is the finite automata for B. All right. So what you are supposed to place? This should be placed in place of R, and this should be placed in place of S. And then you are supposed to make that finite automata. Okay, can you do this for now?
Yes, sir.
All the students, TD1, TD2, can you do this? Fine. So what you are supposed to do, try these two things in at home. Like when we have the next class, I guess this is on Saturday. Sorry, Friday. Do we have a next class on Friday? I guess it is. Whenever is our next class, in that class we will discuss this question and I'll give you one more question. All right. But I hope that till then you should be comfortable enough, because I said enough about this question. So be comfortable enough in making the overall finite automata. All right. And then in next class, within first 5-10 minutes, we will finish with this question. Then we will move on to the second topic, which is the reverse of it. We will convert finite automata into the regular expression. Tomorrow we have class. Fantastic. We will study it by tomorrow. All right, this question and the new topic. Fine. So let us move to the attendance. (9:42). First, we are looking for TD1. RE2. Let me write here. RE2 FA theory. This is for TD1. Is my screen visible to everyone from the TD1 students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Everybody, please make sure to be attentive and careful while marking the attendance. I'll take it only once and follow my instructions very, very carefully. All right. Now, I want roll number of all those students who are present and their roll number is lying in the first column.
So 14 roll number.
Anybody else from the first
15.
column?
Sir, 4
Which
double,
one?
4
Huh?
double 0.
9115, sir.
15.
Sir, 006.
Sir, 02.
02. Anybody else
Sir,
from the
06,
first column?
008. 008.
08 is present or absent?
Yes, sir.
Yatin is there.
Present.
Yes.
008.
He is present. Fine. Now, all those students who are from the second column.
Sir, 4003.
Anybody else from the second column?
4009.
Be fast enough. We have to take it for TD2 also. Make it fast. Come on. Anybody else from the second column? Taking the last call for second column. Done. Now, all those who are present from the third column.
4004.
29.
4009.
4010. Yes, sir.
4002.
002.
Rovil is present or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, write down
Now,
on the chat
from
box.
the fine. Next column. Chat box में नहीं लिखना है भाई. I said you this thing. Nobody is supposed to write in the chat box. Just make sure to be present. If you are present, speak up. Okay. Don't write into the chat box. Don't write
Sir,
into
mic
the
is
chat
not working.
box. Your mic has to work. How is it not working? Now it is working, and at the time of attendance it is not working. What kind of story this is? Don't write into the chat box.
Okay, sir.
If your mic is not working, take a mic which is working. Yearly it comes just for 40-50 rupees. These things doesn't work. Mic is not working. If your mic is not working, how can you take the class? Tell me this. I want to ask your doubt and your mic is not working. What kind of thing is this? From the fourth column. Sorry, for the fifth column.
03.
So 4011
Anybody else?
11. 4011 11.
बेटा लगा तो दिया 4011. Anybody else from this column? Anybody else from the fourth column? Fine. Move on to the fifth column.
04.
4006.
Anybody else from the fifth column?
4019.
4019. Done with this. Next, last column.
Sir, 4001.
007.
Sir, 4014.
Sir, 4005.
ठीक है, done. Done with the attendance. I'm just locking
Sir,
down.
4005.
बेटा
92,
लगा
sir.
तो दिया 4005.
92, sir.
92 लास्ट कॉलम में तो नहीं है 405. 4005.
Second last, sir.
बेटा सेकंड लास्ट का भी क्यों बोल रहा है? और सेकंड लास्ट में भी नहीं है कॉलम में 4005. वासु,
Yes, sir.
बेटा अगली बार से ये बात ध्यान रहे, मैं जिस कॉलम
Yeah,
का
okay,
अटेंडेंस
sir.
स्कोर
Okay.
कर रहा हूँ ऑन द स्पॉट आपको उसी वक्त अटेंडेंस बोलना है. ठीक है, रिमेंबर दिस.
Okay, sir.
बाद में मैं अटेंडेंस नहीं लूंगा किसी का भी. Now all the people from TD1 can leave the session. Yes, Nancy. Nancy, is there any problem? Fine. Now TD2 students are supposed to mark their attendance. In TD2, I don't have to go to the roll numbers. People are very less who attend classes. So directly we can mark. First, I'm taking it from the offline students. Yes, your roll numbers. 101, 4017, Lena. 017, 4054. Fine. Now from the online students,
4056.
speak loud.
4056.
On. Done. Who is next?
4012.
Anybody else?
4025.
40. Wait. 4012. 4025 is done. 4012 is done. Yes. Anybody else? Don't type into the chat box. Let me tell you this. 4033. Who else?
4036.
4036.
4018.
4018.
4024.
4024. Anybody else? I'm sharing the screen. Everybody can check. If your attendance is remaining, then let me know immediately. Check it out. Anybody who is present and your attendance is not been marked? Fine. Done with this. Everybody leave this classroom and join the Riddhi ma'am's class.
Thank you, sir.
Issa Abbas. What is your roll number, Issa Abbas? I cannot mark attendance like this. You are raising hands and doing all these stupid things. Don't type into the chat box. This is last time when I am saying this. From the next time onwards, I'll not take any attendance from the chat box. You are supposed to say you are not sitting in the physical class. That is itself enough.
Hello,
Don't
sir.
expect that I'll be taking attendances from the chat box.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
4049, sir.
Why you said today? Tomorrow only you can say.
Actually,
4049.
4049. Sorry for late, sir, but I was out the room. I left the phone. I went to
Great.
drink water. Then I came back. Sorry for late.
Whatever it is. It's like everybody has to suffer. Ma'am is waiting outside.